Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Now, 180. 6, right there, 56. Who's right feet? Check, crunch.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Clelin Ferrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Out of the gun, Newton. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ray McLeod, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Washington. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. 694.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Carr gives it off to Washington. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Panthers take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, Washington. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first, here's Washington. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On play action, it's Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Now Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. First and 10, way up at the 37. They'll run with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Vontaze Burfict has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Newton on third and goal. Flushed out right. He may try. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first down, Washington. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun. 51. Here we go. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Check.
From the gun, Newton. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Newton. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, dog.
To the air again, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 24, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
20. Kill. Delta. Kill. Hey, switch gears. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Push him back. 58 to Mike. I'm not ready.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, come on, now. Hey!
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Newton looking to throw on third and 1. This is caught. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen. As time expires in the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Get over the extra point. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, that'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. From the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing again is Newton. Completes it to Samuel. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. Back.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Charkandrick West His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And some room to work. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now a run with McCaffrey. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go with Washington to begin the drive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
59, Mike, 59. Hey, Delta, 59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, I got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run. It's Washington. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Washington. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll roll him out right. He'll take his shot for the end. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Carr's going to keep it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's McCaffrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Tick, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
93. 93.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Yeah. We don't want none.
To throw again. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson.
It. Pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Man, when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run it with West. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? Here it's 3rd and 2. On third down. It's West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Kennedy. He gets it to Brown, complete. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking to throw. Kennedy. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. On the ground, it's West again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This is West. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Running it, Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Kennedy. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Back to throw. Kennedy. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Panthers will get the football back. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina,